What is up, people? What is up, heathens? What is up, Legion? Rev Avi checking in live for the Magick Quarantine Talk. What's going on? I'm going to give people a chance to get here like I always do. And then, of course, we're going to get this thing started. We're going to jump this off. We're going to talk about some deep topics. Hopefully, we'll get into some deep topics on magic and the occult. But tonight, I think that I need to talk about a little bit more about mental health and how magic and ritual practice can help with those types of things. Okay, so with that said, I'll give people a few minutes to get on here, and then we'll get started. Okay, let me shoot out my message on Discord now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I hope everybody had a great day today, and welcome all the new members, you guys that are joining. It's awesome that we're spreading the word and reaching a lot more people out there. But if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, please subscribe, guys. Drop a comment, and of course, tag your friends. If you're friends with people in the group, tag them so we can get them all on here and get this thing started. I don't know who that is. I see number 1 on there. What's up? Drop a comment so I can see who you are. Tag the mods, Rhino, Steven, so we can get them on here, okay? Somebody tag Asen. There's a few other people that have joined up. But welcome, everybody, and let me shoot out this message, and then we'll get this thing started, okay? So cool. Yeah, I think we'll talk tonight, like I said, a little bit more about the mental health aspect and how one can start to heal themselves through these practices today, okay? Let me shoot this message out. I'm live right now. Okay, so, cool. So, cool. Let's jump right into this thing. Let's see if we can get some people on here. I know a couple of the mods are in Facebook jail, or I think one of the mods is in Facebook jail and stuff like that because Facebook is becoming like a super censor. Okay, but with that said, let's try to get right into this thing. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can tag a couple people also. I usually can't do this during the live, but I'll try to do it anyway. Yeah, I really hate trying to do this while I'm actually on live. So I'll just give it a couple minutes and let people jump on their own accord. So cool. I'll just dive right into this. And for those of you that are watching and getting into this, if you have to go back or whatever, then you'll just have to watch it later. Okay. So let's talk about this. So mental health is not a joke. Let's just start with that, okay? Even though I'm smiling and I'm talking about this very lightheartedly in this context, it is not a fucking joke, okay, people? Mental health is not a joke. It is very serious. There are some people that are suffering from some very serious conditions out there. Things that could worsen, and how can we start to deal with those things ourselves? Okay, outside of going to doctors, which of course there's people out there that have doctors and take medicine for different types of things. How can we start to deal with those things ourselves? One of those ways, which I already mentioned, is through ritual practice. One of the things that people kind of overlook is that these things can be used to heal problems that you have with yourself, okay? So when you start to realize what your issue is, usually if you have some type of issue, you can feel it draining on you, can feel its effect on you somehow, and you're aware that something's going on and your being is off, okay? So when you become aware of what that problem is, then you can start to identify it and then start to link it to what would be the opposite emotion of which that negative aspect is attached to, okay? So the idea here is to have things that can trigger you, have things that can sort of get you out of that frame of mind when you do get stuck there. If it's depression or something like that, specifically, have activities that are your go-tos. Okay, these are things that are going to make you feel better. They're going to make you get in the mind of being more positive. They're going to make you feel better about yourself. These should be things that offer you a challenge. Okay, it shouldn't just be anything. Like sometimes, like playing a video game or something like that. A lot of people like video games. I actually don't play a lot of video games anymore, but that's not really something that is technically good enough, even though it can offer a challenge and stuff like that. Some video games can also be stressful, so you have to be aware of what your choices of activities are. Okay. And like for me, one of the things that makes me feel real positive is doing flow arts. Okay, and so that's why I make the lightsabers. That's why I have. I'm going to start offering, because I just did a video today for the flower sticks. I'm going to start offering these, and these come in with the flower and of course 2 sets of hand sticks. But my kids have run off with them, so I don't have them. But I'm offering a lot of different things to sort of keep your mind busy, keep your hands busy, so you don't have to think about the issues that you might be facing in life. Okay, so that's why I started to create the Life Force Power videos. Okay, so meditation is another way that you can deal with these sorts of things, instead of just trying to use like a video game or something like that. Art helps with this, and you know, like flow is a form of art. Okay. But art helps with this. We're talking about painting, okay, creating music. Art helps with this tremendously, which is why art is such a huge part of this path, okay? And that's why I've really, worked to incorporate art into everything that we do, okay? I'm really trying to incorporate it into everything that we do. Everyone has a form of art. I truly believe that life is art. And so you need to find creative ways of expressing yourself, and like I said, activating the opposite of that that negative, especially if it's depression or something like that, that negative mindset. So this could be any number of things that you like to do. Some people like to golf, sports, anything like that, martial arts. Get out of that negative mindset. So anything you can do that makes you feel positive, that offers a challenge, okay? Because when you conquer the challenge, that's going to give you the feeling of success. That's going to activate the feeling of conquering, okay? And that's the mindset you want to try to start to get into, okay? So I hope this can really start to help some people out there that are sort of facing depression, because that's something specifically that will make you want to just sit around, okay? It's going to drag on you. It's going to make you not want to do shit. Okay, it's going to, it can affect your eating habits, okay? That's truly something, and stress can kill you, okay? This is a scientific fact. So you need to have creative and productive ways, okay? It's important that it's productive ways to deal with this stuff. Now, the reason that I like flow arts so much is because not only does it offer that challenge and get my mind off of things, but it also offers that aspect of being able to exercise, okay, to get up and do something. It's freezing fucking cold here in Wisconsin, but, if it was warm outside, I could go outside, get some fresh air. And like I said, you're focused and you're doing something that involves an activity. Okay, specifically if you're using something like the lightsabers and stuff that I'm making. I mean, if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you're going to whack yourself in the head, and that's going to be a good reminder to focus on what you're doing and not, again, worry about that other problem that you might be facing. Okay, so I hope this is starting to click inside of your mind, and that right now you can start to make more sense of these things, okay? Because the more you engage yourself in the opposite activity, okay, in the opposite activity of what's causing you to feel that negativity, the less it's going to be able to affect you, okay? So you have to effectively distract your mind, and this is the process of trance to begin with, okay? for those of you that are studying and, you know, following along with the things that I'm teaching. This is the process of trance to begin with, of distracting that conscious mind, okay? So this is something that I hope will be really useful, and that you can use to start to heal yourself, to better yourself, and to conquer some of those challenges, okay? So with that said, I'm going to shut up for a few minutes. What's up, Izzy? I know there's probably some other people hanging out that cannot comment or whatever. Tag Steven. I don't see a tag for Steven there. And tag Megan if you can. I don't know if you're friends with her or not, but tag Megan, somebody, please, so she can get on this video, because I was supposed to do a DM conversation with her, but I was really tied up trying to get the website and all of that stuff together. So, changing the subject for a minute, I did launch the website. We are officially up. We are officially active. Demonism.org. Okay, check us out. Check out the website. Join our community, and let's continue to grow this thing. So I'm bringing everything to one area and trying to, like I said, just make this as simple as possible to grow, as simple as possible to have a real community of people that are connected, and then not just be memes and, you know, everyone feeling separated on Facebook, okay? So please drop by demonism.org, sign up, get a membership. It's free to join, but if you want to start and engaging with the lessons and things that I'm offering, you can choose your membership level once you get in there and you look at the About Us and all of that stuff, okay? So check it out, okay? Now, let's get back on topic. So it's great to have something outside of like just a song you can listen to or something like that to engage your mind, okay? Have an activity, and that's what's important, right? So let's get to the ritual side, okay? How does ritual come into this? It works because ritual does that same thing where it distracts your mind. You're focused on what you're doing. You should be studying, hopefully, some mythology that has meaning to you, or some philosophy that has meaning to you. And then those things are going to be able to, again, distract your mind from the problems that you have at hand, okay? It's going to give you the ability to focus on that, to prep for your ritual. All of this process should be helping you to distract yourself, setting up for the ritual, getting involved with it. If you use costuming and stuff like that, it's all really up to you how elaborate or simple your rituals are. I mean, at one point I used to like to, you know, do really elaborate rituals and stuff like that. And if I'm doing demonstrations, sometimes I still like to engage in very elaborate type rituals. But that's not always necessary. They can be very simple things that you can use to, like I said, to better yourself, to have a goal in mind. You could do an entire ritual based on releasing depression, okay? You could do an entire ritual based on that. You could make, for instance, you could use the idea of creating a puppet, right? Or like, and this is like a voodoo doll, for those of you that don't know. But creating like a voodoo doll, and then use that puppet as the target of that depression, putting all of that depression in there, and then of course destroying and bending and whatever you need to do to beat the fuck out of that thing to make to release that depression. You could also do this with candles. You can make some sort of candle burning that represents the depression getting released or something like that. So this can be effective with any type of issue that you're facing, in an effort to just have a cause, okay, to have a cause that leads to an effect. This is the first step in magical alchemy, just to create a cause. And that's why it needs to be an activity or something that you enjoy doing. Have a cause that leads to an effect. Do that thing with the intent of healing yourself, of bettering yourself, of getting past whatever that challenge is, okay? So I hope this really helps, guys, and starts to give you some ideas of how to deal with things, okay, that you might be facing out there. So I've been on for about 17 minutes. I'm going to open up for some questions. Yeah, so shoot them out there. If you got questions about anything at all, it doesn't have to be about this topic. Shoot them out there. There's only a couple people on here, Izzy and I think one other person. But yeah, shoot your questions out there if you got them, guys, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Moving forward, of course, I'm going to be adding stuff to the website. There's a store on there. There's all kind of awesome stuff going on there. There's an app that goes along with everything. So just link up with us, guys. This community is going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to strive to grow this to the best of my ability. Okay. And of course, if you can share it, if you can share the website, demonism.org, it's very simple. That would be fantastic. What's up, Steven? I see you checking in, man. But yeah, the website's up. Check it out, guys. It's really, really cool. Like I said, it's a community. It's not just like a website where you go and buy stuff. It is a community. So you sign up, you get a membership, and then you can see everybody that's in there. Like I said, there's an app, and then I'll be linking to all the video lessons and all of that stuff coming up here in the near future. Okay. So with that said, if I'm not seeing too many questions. So I'm gonna wrap it up. We'll keep it right at around 20 minutes, which is awesome because the smaller the video files, the easier it is for me to chop them up. But I'm not seeing too many questions. Okay. But that is how you can effectively start the healing process. Just have a cause that leads to the effect. Okay. So whatever your thing is, whatever your niche is, whatever that thing is that gets you in the right frame of mind to begin the healing process is what you need to do. Okay. Now, for those of you that are members of the group and that I do know some of the new members, you guys welcome here, but I do have to kind of pace myself because there's a lot of you. Okay. But for those of you that do want to talk to me specifically or get with one of the mods, we can help to help you come up with some creative ideas. Okay. And then hopefully we'll have more mods and, you know, more people coming into this thing in the future. One step at a time, right? We're building this one step at a time. Okay, so cool. The new book is out. It is out. I'm going to show this thing. It is massive. This is Demonism. And I know it's backwards. You can't read it because I'm using my front camera. But Phantasmagoria of the Mind, Demonic and Vampiric Sorcery. This thing is massive. This is a humongous book. It is a fantastic tome. Let's take a peek inside of here. Why not? We're on live. And you can't read it backwards. It's got some really awesome custom print fonts in there for you. I think it's really awesome. Okay. What is Phantasmagoria? You know, I think this book is amazing. It's set up to look like a genuine grimoire, like one of those genuine big grimoires. Hopefully, maybe I can get a deluxe version printed in the future. Here is one of the chapters here. This is about the Citra Aura and the various attributes. But yeah, this is just a very amazing book. So hopefully you guys will start to get some copies of this, right? Cool. And of course, I'm going to do my usual thing and sign some and send them out and all of that stuff. So I'll tell you guys some benefits that I'm planning to add to the memberships. And that is the Get a Book program. Okay, so along with joining the Patreon and the membership and all of that stuff at the various levels, which there's 4 levels, but 3 that you stay active at, with your membership with. Okay, there's the neophyte level, the practitioner level, and then the adept level. Okay. And at each level, you can get one of my books. So if you stay active in your Patreon membership for a year, I will send you a copy of my book. For the neophyte level, you'll get a copy of Samita Dior. Let me grab them. Okay, so for the neophyte level, you would get a copy of Samita Dior, and this is horribly bright with my ring light. For the practitioner level, you get a copy of Mesmerism, The True Powers of the Witch, which covers all of the needed information to begin to master trance. And then for the adepts out there, you will get the final book. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped this in my crotch, which is Demonism. Okay, and this is going to go over the really, really important need to know aspects of understanding the psychology and how to apply all of the concepts of mesmerism and how to start to have fun with it, of course. Because there's some great stuff that happens later in that book that I cannot show on this camera. Okay? So, with that said, guys, much love. Much love, okay? And I will see you guys in the next one.